Hello everyone, today I'm presenting the advanced skill unit on nuclear physics about sustainable energy transition towards nuclear power. As we all know, there are a lot of misconceptions about nuclear physics as a subject and nuclear power as a sustainable energy source. But first, do you know any advantages or benefits of nuclear energy usage for our environment? Feel free to put your answers in the chat if you know, or just guess, while I want to go through what the nuclear physics actually is. So basically, it's a branch of physics that studies nucleus, which is the center of the atom that consists of protons and neutrons, as you can see on this slide. Nuclear physics explores and investigates how nucleons, which are protons and neutrons, how they interact, how energy is released when nuclei split apart or combine, and how nuclei change in various processes like radioactive decay. Obviously, all of these processes are really important, because they release a huge amount of energy, which is why nuclear physics plays a big role in the energy production. So now, as we understand what nuclear physics is and how energy can be released from the nucleus, let's look at some environmental benefits of nuclear energy. First, nuclear power plants do not emit greenhouse gases during operation, which is really important in reducing climate change. Second, nuclear energy is very space efficient and it can produce a large amount of electricity using as much less land compared to other clean energy sources like solar or wind. And finally, nuclear fuel has really high energy density. For example, even a small pellet of uranium can produce as much as energy is about a ton of coal, which reduces the mining and transportation required. But even though these benefits are significant, nuclear energy is still often misunderstood. And that's why education plays an important role in helping people and make more informed opinions and decisions about this subject, about this energy. And this brings me to the next part, the education source that I created throughout the skill unit. This resource was designed as a part of the skill unit project to help people better understand nuclear energy, starting with the real basics, like the power of the atom and radioactivity, especially addressing common myths about it and misconceptions. Then I built into key concepts such as nuclear fission and nuclear fusion, and finally explores the role of nuclear power in my community where I'm coming from, and it can be helpful for other communities in the world as well, obviously. And each module is structured and included structured learning content to guide understanding step by step, along with a quiz at the end, as you can see on the right side of the slide. So you can test the knowledge and reinforce what you just learned about the topic. And obviously later, after this presentation, I'm going to share the link to this source so you can test it out yourself and learn some more about nuclear physics if you're interested. Coming closer to the end of my presentation, let me briefly share the key skills I've developed while working on this skill unit and educational source. And the first one is learning design. I had to think carefully how to present complex ideas like nuclear processes in a way that is clear, engaging, and easy to follow. And this includes structuring the content step by step so learners can obviously build their understanding gradually and having no biases about it. Second is research. This project required tons of research and finding reliable, credible sources, and then transforming that information into the content so obviously others can learn from it. And then finally is scientific thinking. Working on this resource helped strengthen my ability to analyze and understand scientific concepts. And above all of that, I also gained a lot of knowledge about nuclear physics while working on this as well. And overall, it was a really interesting journey of creating this source and learning more about nuclear physics. And I think it was really, really valuable experience. Thank you.